So here we are in the graveyard behind this beautiful church at Haworth in West Yorkshire, Bronte country. As you'd expect, it's very old, very picturesque. I love the snowdrops, and I plan to put them on my mother and father's grave in the woodland burial site, rather than put a big stone on the top. I'm going to put a boulder, a big rock, and plant snowdrops and probably bluebells around it. On the back of the stone it says, "How short is life, how soon comes dead," or death rather. I like that. Oh boy. And how true is that, folks? Oh boy, bear that in mind. Hiya, mate. I absolutely love walking around places like this. Just look at this, guys. Wow. Fantastic. Look how close the stones are. Look at the snowdrops. Wow. And of course it's very difficult not to walk on graves. In fact, it's almost impossible. So I apologise in advance to everyone interred here. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but there are no clear paths. Martha Ann, daughter of John and Mary Sugden of Haworth, who died August the 8th, 1858 in the second year of her age. This lovely bud, so young and fair, called hence by early doom, just came to show how sweet a flower in paradise would bloom. And then I guess that's the rest of her family. Featured below. It is marvellous, guys. This is the problem with balloons filled with helium and a message. It's great when you let them go and the child watches a balloon blown away in the wind, but you never know where they're going to end up. I don't think there's a message on that. It's just been let go. I will leave its extraction to the people that look after the grounds here. I have nowhere to put it. I'm quite a long way from the car, and it's minging. Wow. Oh, I just absolutely love it. Look at this metalwork here. Again, I'm surprised it's standing. Wow. That bit of metalwork has been there for about 150 years, if not more. It's difficult to read the dates on the stone. It's awash with snowdrops. Beautiful. I keep looking up at these trees and listening to the wind and thinking, I hope nothing comes crashing down on my cranium. More scrolls. It reminds me a little bit of the Church of Long Shadows. As I wind my way amongst the stones and the encroaching weeds, vines and thorns, I fully expect to turn a corner and be met by a man wearing Victorian clothing. Oh boy, wow, it is amazing. I would hazard a guess, guys, that there is a lot of our little friends here. Oh, I bet you there is. I bet there's a lot of little etheric she here, hiding amongst the stones and the dead leaves, jumping, skipping amongst the snowdrops. What a sight to behold. A place like this puts you in touch with your mortality and makes you realise that all the problems that exist in the world are extinguished by your death. What a mess. Here we are in the very top corner, a place I bet few visit, and the last grave is that of John Sutcliffe of Haworth, who died in 1875, aged 50, and other members of his family. I need to show you this, guys. Look, in memory of Susie Utley, also Betty Utley, also Proctor Utley. Cool, great and unusual names, guys. As you can hear, it's very, very windy. Somebody has taken the railings from around this plot, probably to build a Spitfire or pay off somebody's debts. It's very common, and yet these survived. What a magnificent cemetery. Wow. I'm trying not to walk along the edges in case there is a branch fall. Whoa. That was very slippy, guys. Very muddy here underfoot. Very soggy and very slippy. So I have to be a bit careful. I'm not as, perhaps not as quick and light on my feet as I once was. Oh dear. There are some interesting graves in this graveyard. Oh yes. Sorry folks, I have to do this, otherwise I'm not going to. Abraham Scarborough and Marjorie Scarborough. Great names. In memory of Bernard Hartley, who died September the 20th, 1841, aged 41. Also of 11 children of his, who all died young. Oh boy, that puts it into perspective, guys, doesn't it? Losing 11 children. All of whom are now in the Summerland, enjoying peace and sunlight, tranquility and happiness. What a magnificent place. I'm so glad I came. I bought a book about this cemetery some years ago. And I finally decided to come and have a proper visit. I have walked around it before, but never to this extent. I think we're going to catch quite a bit on the photographs, I'm sure. This is the Bronte Rectory. Just there, I think that's what it's called. I may be wrong, I shall correct myself if that's the case. There's a little sign here on the wall. It says, this was the site of the gate leading to the church used by the Bronte family, and through which they were carried to their final resting place in the church. The church, of course, is just there in all its glory. So this was once a gate, so they would have filtered through the front door there, down the path and through this exit here. It's since been stoned up, as you can see. More ancient ironwork, don't you just love it? Yes, very nice indeed. I just realised that I have in fact turned my phone off, which could mean that my family who are elsewhere probably won't know where the heck I am. Nope, they haven't tried to contact me, so that's alright. There's something about the shadows in a graveyard, something marvellous about the shadows. Memory of John Bland, late sergeant in the 1st Dragoon Guards, served in the army 30 years. He died October the 30th, 1821, aged 68. Hence the cutlass and pistol. This is the schoolhouse here, and the blue plaque, I don't think it's an official blue plaque, but there you go. It says Patrick Bronte, 1777 to 1861, the old school room at Haworth. Inside this school for the children of Haworth, Charlotte, Bramwell, Emily and Anne all taught here. It is the site of Charlotte's wedding reception in 1854. How beautiful and how quaint. And if any of these people are around in spirit today, I will be taking lots of pictures. It would be so nice to capture your image. We are here out of respect and in peace. We come in peace. Well, guys, that's about it. We're on the last leg. This is it now. I'm going to get back out onto the path. I'm going to beat a retreat, I think. It's probably... I think discretion is the better part of falling on your arse and making a fool of yourself. And even if I step on stones, there's a lot of moss, a lot of mud, and the potential to come a right bloody cropper. Oh, there you go, I nearly went. Oh boy, let me get on the path. There we are. So, I may have to go back because it looks like I've missed some graves. Well, I don't particularly want to go back, I don't think. I think we shall call it a day. There it is. I've shown you most of it, and I'm now going to just walk up this lane past the schoolhouse up to the parsonage, is that what they call it? Something like that. And we'll see where it takes us. Again, I shall take some more pictures of the schoolroom. To think that the Brontes walked through here, yes, and taught in here, and one was actually married in here. Extraordinary and very interesting, guys, isn't it? Charlotte Bronte, it says, 1816 to 1855. She was very young when she died. Taught at this school, built in 1832 and restored by the church in 1966 with help from the Bronte Society. Wonderful. There we are, folks. This is the Bronte Parsonage Museum. Again, I shall take some pictures as I walk round it, and we'll process them later and see whether we capture anything or not. I can almost guarantee that we will. Yes. All right. Well, I think we've just about covered it, guys. I think we can now walk back down past the church into the main town. I almost need to visit places like this as sustenance. It recharges my batteries and puts me in touch with my mortality. So we're just at the back of the pub, the King's Arms now. Look at the stonework. Look at it sagging in the middle. Wow. Here is the King's Arms, guys. And here we are back on the main street. And that is at the very top of the hill in Haworth, if you're a bit short of breath. If you have mobility issues, perhaps this is not a good place to come. You can park up at the top, so you can park this side and then just deal with the top bit without actually mountaineering, climbing the Eiger, which is what it feels like when you get to the bottom and have to come back up, especially like I've just done, pushing my little grandson in his pushchair. I've handed him over to my wife and my daughter-in-law and said, I'm going for a stroll to get my breath back. And on that note, I'll bid you good day.